You're leading the sermon.
What do you want to pray about?
Your health, Pickle, your health.
Damn, dude, your pants are fucking straight out of a goddamn coal mine. Sorry.
Fucking welcome to the Pickles Pod.
I just got here. I didn't know. Forget this.
Yeah, what the fuck, Pickle?
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't know if that was like the new style. That was like a style of pants.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's got oil. Oil.
I want Kanye West to take some notes right now, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here.
Kanye West got to take some notes off of this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What guy?
Like, remember before the Nazi stuff, how Kanye was doing the homeless guy stuff?
Yeah.
The Yeezy slides.
Yeah.
Everyone had those.
Great idea. And then he went Nazi. You know what I mean? I'm thinking I'll look like a weird homeless person.
And then you'll
Go get my own kind of Yeezy slide, and I just won't
Become
be
a
a Nazi. No.
Yeah, you gotta complete the cycle.
No, I'm going to avoid the Nazi stuff.
Come on. It's the most fun about
It's
Kanye West.
It's like
Anytime
Vince
you bring it up.
McMahon if he wasn't, pooping on people.
Dude, what do you
know
think
I mean?
Kanye did when he found out about the tunnels?
Dude,
He's like, I fucking knew it.
Dude, like heel click.
I don't think you get a Vince McMahon without pooping on people.
I don't know.
Well, we have an audience today. What do you think, audience member?
Hey.
About what?
Vince McMahon pooping on people. Do you think it made him a better or worse man?
Worse, for sure.
Yeah, see? He had a henchman, not a henchman, a villain mustache at the end. Now he's in the White House. Vince McMahon's wife
American Dream.
is the Secretary of Education, right? Linda McMahon?
I thought they got rid of that.
Why is Triple H? Yeah. Linda McMahon was hired by Trump to end the Department of Education.
Trump got Stone Cold Stunner, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think the whole WWE is just grooming political figures.
Why was Triple H in the White House?
Randy Rhodes
Why
is
did we
next.
have why was Triple H in the White House? Why was he drinking water bottles and not spitting it out everywhere
Yeah.
all the time?
Why was Conor McGregor in the White House, coked up like a motherfucker? Right?
That was a thing.
Am I the only one who noticed that he was just like?
He was yacked up.
I'm just saying.
He was yacked.
Yeah.
He was going wild, dude. I don't know.
Woo. The American Dream. You can be a piece of shit and end up in the White
Dude,
House.
I would love to be beer drunk in the White House, dude. Are you kidding me?
It can happen, dude.
Let's give me like 3 of these. Go to the White House.
All you need is like a 3-year stint in the WWE.
Is that all?
That's what happened with
All it
that's
takes
what January 6th was. They're like, hey, dude, want to go to the White House? I'll give you 3 tall boys in a buffalo hat, and you're gonna go crazy in there.
Hey, I know we couldn't afford those SummerSlam tickets, but I heard about this January 6th thing that's supposed to be pretty crazy. Right?
What do you think about that? What do you think about that over there, audience member?
I was not expecting to pay attention, honestly.
Neither was Ryan.
What do I think about you?
I'm here paying attention.
No, we don't need your
I
opinion on that.
just have nothing to say. You guys are talking. I don't have anything to input.
You don't care about our politics nowadays?
I do. I'm just not going to interject into the conversation unless if like something really important comes up and I'm asked my opinion. I don't know. It's just how I was raised.
Moving on. Moving
How about you,
on.
Larry? What do you think?
I had a thought about the Kanye thing, which I was actually exploring.
Well, don't leave us holding on.
What song is that?
She's playing music?
That was not.
Oh, it's just, you know what? Let it rip. Let it rip. It's just bar music.
Sweet.
Kanye West, Larry. What do you think?
You were saying how he came out with the Yeezys and everything. I think Kanye for a long time has just been pranking us. Like he came out with like some, obviously amazing music, but then he's just like he made some videos that you're like, what's happening? Then he came out with like the goalie gloves for that live concert, tried to make that a thing.
Yeah.
Then he had Yeezys, which honestly everyone fell for that. And they bought those ridiculous shoes. Like,
You didn't like them?
nah,
I think Yeezys are ugly as hell.
yeah, they were terrible looking. And then he tried to sell that sock shoe after a while. Did you see that one?
I did like the sock shoe.
What?
I did think it reminded me of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Kanye West brings out the best in everybody. He just gets us all like
I feel like it's just
different
a
side.
prank
We can
us.
all understand that he's an interesting individual.
I think he's just autistic and bipolar.
Maybe. I think he was on a lot
he keeps
of
on going through manic states.
He's on psych meds and then got off them. And he was probably drinking on them. And
Yeah.
just
I think he's like on acid.
I heard he was
Like
doing
regularly?
whippets.
what he was
No,
doing.
I'm
Ambien.
I heard he was doing whippets a lot.
I feel like
Between every two
I
teams.
think he got
Well,
MK
my friend
Ultra.
from high school,
That's what
what are
I
you
think
doing here?
happened. I think he got MK Ultra, and the government took over his brain by giving him acid. You know, like Katy Perry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish he would have tried to Rosie O'Donnell his way out of it. Like, I was on Ambien.
Dude, Ambien's crazy.
Yeah,
People do the stupidest stuff ever when they're on Ambien, dude.
the psych meds, they're no
Yeah.
good, especially if you drink on them.
That's what I'm doing right now, baby.
Goodness gracious.
Not Ambien. No.
What are you trying to get in
No.
the White House?
Yeah, the White House.
Trying to sell some sneakers.
No, I take psych meds. I didn't take them today, I guess. So I'm fine.
I'm rolling off that Zyrtec D, dude.
Did you guys hear Louis C.K.'s coming to town? He was supposed to do the
Oh
pod.
yeah.
Who's supposed to do the pod?
Yeah,
What's
he
that?
said-
Yeah, he backed out last minute on us.
No, dude, he DM'd him.
That's
dude.
why we got
He
Larry
was real nice
Looney.
about it. He was like, dude,
I
I
still
I got a
got
lot
the
going on.
ooey.
rain check.
Looney
Rain check
Louie.
working, man.
I told him that he
I'm
could
the
do the
terrible
plus one at
replacement.
Savannah's.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I told him that Louis C.K. can come to the titty bar for free.
Why did he not take that up?
He left me on
That
red.
offer? That's
He left
ridiculous.
me on red, dude. Like I'm some kind of fucking piece of shit or something. You know?
That's okay though. We still love him. We'll get him next time he comes around.
Not me.
You turn it down. I'm like, no, thank you, Mr. CK.
I'll sit over here. I'm not hanging out with
What if Pauly Shore came around?
even worse.
Oh God! Come on, the Weasel.
Come on, the Weasel?
Right? That's what I'm
I
saying.
go to the Weasel.
Yeah.
So you drive a van?
Come on,
That's my Pauly
buddy.
Shore. Come on, dude.
He was cool.
Nah, dude, he's a nepo baby.
I don't know what that means. What's that, Dominican?
Nepo. Pauly Shore is Missy Shore's son.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like when your parents are celebrities and you get stardom through your parents' stardom.
Yeah.
Like Hitler.
No. Hitler
No.
would be a nepo baby. No. But if Hitler had a kid and that kid rose to power, that kid would be a nepo baby.
Didn't that happen? Kanye
No.
West.
No, he killed himself. Kanye, he had a black son.
Hitler had one testicle. I don't think he was fertile enough.
Tell you what that guy was on. Meth.
Yeah, that's a weird
Yeah,
thing
there
to
was
know,
a lot of meth. I doubt he had like any sperm. Hitler's sperm count. Let's pull that up.
Yeah, Jamie, look that up.
Hitler's sperm count.
We're in New Cumberland. Wonderful Fratellis. This is the third time we're doing it. They haven't kicked us out yet. They didn't find out that I'm living in the attic. It's crazy.
All I can say is that you only have one testicle.
Yep.
One testicle Hitler.
Never got his sperm
That's the
count
name of the
tested.
pod. That's the pod episode name right there. Old Hitler one testicle. Old Hitler one test.
You think that wouldn't be flagged? Just putting his name
Do you
in
think
there?
that's why he killed himself? Do you think like when he finally like escaped to that bunker with his wife and they're like, we're gonna have to live down here, let's make love. And she pulled down his pants and saw one testicle and started laughing at him, so he just blew his brains out.
No,
That checks out.
That I feel like that would be a more valid reason to kill yourself than
Dude, if Bill Belichick can go out and bang like a 22-year-old, dude, Hitler was definitely busting that one nut all the time, bro. You kidding me?
If Dan Schneider got laid as much as he
Yeah.
did, there's no way he'll
Yeah.
get slight puss.
Yeah, dude. Like, the guy was a meth-addicted psychopath, dude. He
Do you know that-
with one testicle. He was
Meth-
very
meth- fuck,
angry.
They can't come. They don't really come.
Do you think he was sexually frustrated?
Hitler?
Yeah.
Just like any man. Just like any man in the world.
Dude, I don't want this.
Do you
podcast
think
to
that's
end up
why
like
he
that.
hated minorities,
What was that one UFC?
especially
dude?
Jewish people? It was because he was
Because they're very
sexually
fertile?
frustrated
Oh.
and like he was angry at the
He's
porn
like, "Your
industry.
tits are so
He
nice."
was angry at the
Yeah.
porn industry.
Huh?
What was the porn industry in the late 30s?
You,
Like mags?
you painted your tits and then you pressed them
Oh.
up against a piece of wood or something.
Yeah. Nice.
You chiseled them out of a rock.
You know, you dip them in paint and then you put it onto the paper.
Yeah.
It's like finger paints, but with tits.
Yeah.
The original.
All the stuff that artsy fartsy whores do nowadays, that's what they were doing back in the 20s. You know?
Yeah, look that up, Jamie.
Artsy, fartsy.
1940s.
You know those artsy fartsy typos? Does that mean?
No, it's perfect.
What else is new in the world nowadays? There's a lot going on every
Those
day.
astronauts came back from space. You hear about
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
They only made $5 a day up there.
That's crazy.
Trump said he's covering the expenses though.
I'd
Yeah.
fucking.
They cut expenses on
Like,
everything.
That's how much
And
they
then
were.
he was
That's
like,
how much they were
cover
getting paid.
Dude, you know what I heard about the cuts of expenses?
Hmm.
The VA is no longer covering hearing loss.
That's insane.
There was a guy who was 65. He like spent his whole career in the military, retired out of there, then went to do border patrol and trained everyone on gun safety there. So he's around guns all day, every day, shooting shots off. Loses all of his hearing, and the VA dropped the coverage of that, and they kicked him
Wow.
out of the military, out of the border patrol.
Yeah, that you know how that probably went down, Larry.
How did that go down?
Hey, your checkup's done. What? Oh, so it looks like we're not going to be covering your hearing loss anymore. What? Huh?
I did that earlier.
Yeah, we think you're going to have to retire from you're going to lose your job and you have to make a lot of major. What? Huh? What are you talking about?
I don't think the deaf guy here would appreciate that.
Is the deaf guy here?
Yeah, he shows up though.
No, he comes later.
Oh, he comes later.
He loves listening to our jokes.
Watches women's basketball.
Yeah. Today it's a Master Chef Junior.
Yeah, apparently.
I love cooking shows. Big time.
Yeah, I don't know. I was working today, and this flooring guy came in, and he just walks in. I never met him before. He was just doing the floor upstairs in the hallway. He comes in, introduces himself. We figure some stuff out of how we're going to work around each other, and then immediately he just starts telling me,
Work
About-
around each other, huh?
yeah, we're going to work
Reach around?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
But immediately he just starts telling me all this political stuff, and eventually I had to be like, dude, I don't watch the news. I have no idea what you're talking. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
He didn't or you didn't?
I had no idea because I don't watch the news.
So he schooled you about these deaf VAs?
All day he just told me about everything that Elon Musk is doing.
What if that's fake news, dude? What if he's like,
What if? I don't know.
he just promoted it to everybody, to Louis C.K. He's going to hear that and
sorry.
think that.
Stop bringing that name.
I'm trying to pump our algorithm. Trying to make sure Andrew Tate watches. I'm trying to make sure Tim Dillon keeps watching.
Yeah, dude, Tim Dillon.
I gotta make sure Stavros Halikas, make sure I say his name right.
Stavros Halkis.
Whose notebook is this?
Mine.
Can I like rip a page out of it?
Yeah. That's it.
Can I like rip a page out of your notebook, dude?
She's ripping for a portion.
I'll just like not speak anymore. How about that? How about I just never talk again?
Are you gonna write everything
You ever
down?
pissed off a woman?
How about that? How about that? How about that? I like to mimic the.
You're not mad at me, you're mad at your dad.
What the fuck?
That's a good one.
That's from Big Daddy.
Yeah. Dude, I need to. I'm gonna use that at work. Dude.
That's such a good one.
I'm gonna use that at work,
Thanks.
dude. Yeah.
We gotta get back on course here. There's a lot of tough issues to tackle.
There's a course.
We tackle a
We have
lot
a
of tough
course?
topics here.
Oh, you do? All right.
Two. We conquer it. What's up,
Ron Kane
Ron?
enters the pod.
Ron
Kane.
The truth.
Special guest. Want to say what's up?
You wanna take my spot?
Pod. You're live.
Yeah, there's a camera there.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Dude, that guy's
You
coming
still
out.
posted
The guy's coming into town on Sunday. Dude. Whoa!
I gotta put down the. I gotta put out the fucking sign up sheet.
Oh, that's a good
There it goes. Fuck.
Chris Wolf is coming in today, by the way. He's
Oh, hell
running
yeah.
a little late.
Shout out
Ah,
that salty
that's a
dog.
good trip.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. I like him.
I'll get to meet him.
You never met Chris Wolf?
Never met him. Might roast him on Sunday. Never seen him.
His last name isn't Wolf. It's just how he dresses.
He's a Hanover guy.
Dresses like a wolf.
Oh, he's from Hanover?
No, it's Church of Satire a lot.
Oh, okay.
We're used to.
I think he's,
You know.
he's a local
In his
comedian. Check him
past.
out. Funny guy.
Yeah, Chris Wolf killed comedy. That's his Instagram.
That's right. He did kill it.
Yeah.
Remember that time?
That guy goes up there and gosh darn it, he tries his best every time. I feel like I'm mean today.
You feel me?
I'm in a mean, grumpy mood. I'm all dirty.
You were upset whenever I talked about your pants.
Yeah, because you said I was working in a coal mine, like some kind of fucking.
That's not a bad
Oh,
trait.
profession.
That's a hard working job.
You got me feeling like I'm in like a Tyler Childers song or something, dude.
Look like you're gonna be on dopes. Remember that? The coal miners, they all got opioid
Dude,
addictions.
I was thinking about the other day, like, if, like, god damn it, dude, if being a coal miner didn't give you a terrible lung disease, wouldn't be that bad of a gig.
Yeah. Joey Ritchie, everybody.
Joey Ritchie.
You know, I was a coal
Hey,
miner for
buddy.
a couple of days.
What?
For real?
How'd that go?
You
What?
woke up?
My goodness.
No, then I quit. I found a job that was better for me.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
Gold miner.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah.
Prospecting
Yeah.
with the pan?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What was your favorite part of the job?
The pan.
The pan? Just the pan?
Yeah, it was a good
Shaking
pan.
it, rattling
Yeah.
it, washing
It
it.
was oh yeah, dude. That's probably the most loyal thing I've done in this world. Is that pan?
Either got gold or it doesn't.
Yeah. There was no line. It either had something or it didn't. It wasn't hiding anything.
It was like a love-hate relationship with him?
No, it was pure love. It was pure. It was. You know what it was? It was honest communication.
Wow.
That's very
It was
easy.
either, hey, I got something for you, or it's better luck next time. There was no questioning. Just is what it was. How do you guys feel about minors?
All right, this is the word that People's Podgers ended.
I actually do work with minors now. That is funny, isn't it?
Yo, that guy just looked through the window at us and he said the Q word.
Queer.
Queers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was
you've been
quarters
sitting on
off.
his- you've been sitting on his lap for like 3 minutes.
I got to do a.
Yeah, it's
talking
good.
about
It's getting a little
that?
Go for a
gay.
record? Here, you
Let's-
can have my
let's
shit. I gotta
shake
get
it
a beer.
I didn't. All right. That's dirty.
Hey, no,
hands.
that's too much.
Larry,
Larry, you want to put this out there and yell at everyone to sign up? Oh, yeah.
We'll take turns. It's a good
Yeah.
shift.
Oh,
I
shit.
You have
I had
another
an
one?
interesting thing happen at the titty bar. Very interesting things.
What?
Did you know that there was a cross-dressing convention not too long ago in Harrisburg?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
dad was.
Or you can ask the bartender for one.
Your dad was running it?
Yeah, my dad is. He's the chairman of the board.
Yeah.
My dad was running from it.
So we have like the pat down guy in the front is like super homophobic.
Sure.
So he comes to me at the beginning of the shift and he goes, "Hey Don," Puerto Rican guy, face tab. "Hey Don, I just want to let you know, man, I ain't patting down no gay people." And I'm like, "No, you're the door guy. You have to pat down everybody that walks in and sets off the metal detector. Not the gay people. No, not doing it. They need dresses and shit." And I'm like, "There's a cross-dressing convention.
Yeah.
They're coming in. You have to pat them down." And he goes, "How about this, Dom? I see a gay guy walk in. I'm going to say, Dom, we got a situation up front." And I was like, "Whatever, dude." You know, and then when he said it over the radio, I told the manager to check it out. You know, big scary manager guy.
Did he yell at him?
And he was like, "Damn, I thought I was going to have to fight somebody." You know, but they were actually like really nice, and they tipped me pretty
A
well.
lot of them, but okay, he's working at can I say strip club? Is that
Yeah.
He's working at a strip club, but he doesn't want to be around homosexual men.
Yeah,
He makes his living around 40 men now.
yeah, I know.
That's who he constantly
Yeah,
spends.
to your point.
He spends every night with 40
Yeah.
men. That's worse than me.
Yeah,
And I'm bot now.
I'm around kids all the time. That's you school guy.
Yeah, I'm a school guy.
You up there cleaning up puke and piss?
Trying to drop the S on the school guy though. I just want to be a cool guy.
Oh, cool guy.
No.
I was thinking about playing devil's advocate, though.
I know how to spell school.
Yeah, wow. Good for you, Dom.
Yeah, I'm out here.
Can you read the Hungry Caterpillar though?
I watched The Human Caterpillar, and that was pretty cool.
It's not.
You know,
That's what it's called.
The human caterpillar is when you get a bunch of guys that are no taller than you, but twice the weight of Dom. And that's when you do the human centipede.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of plump little tiny men.
Why would it be a centipede? There's not 100 legs.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be a centipede. It would be a little caterpillar. It's just like short and portly.
I think they made that movie right. They should name that movie like the human ant. They got 6 legs, right?
Wait, no, but the whole thing
Yeah,
is
because-
up enough people that there are 1,000 legs.
They do that in the second one.
Oh.
And the third one.
The fact that you can actually correctly of the human centipede lore.
I watched all 3 movies.
Wildly.
I never
In the
watched
third one, it's funny because they get the same actors to play different roles. And they're like out of prison and they do it on a bunch of prisoners as like an experiment. In the second one, it's just a crazy guy that watched the first movie, got obsessed with it, and then decided to do it on his own. So it's all like meta within itself. So it's like it goes the first one where like the doctor like sews the 3 people together, and then the second one, which is about a guy who watches that movie and then sews a bunch of people together to make the whole centipede, and like somebody stomps on a baby at one point. It's wild, and he jerks off with sandpaper. Crazy.
You saved all the good stuff for the end, huh?
I mean, yeah, it's wild. But then in the third one, they get the actor of the guy who watched the first movie and got obsessed with it, and then the doctor who was in the first movie, and they're both working for a prison. And they're like a warden and a warden's mate, and the guy's like chewing on like dry.
I don't want to hear about human centipede. It's weird that you watched it.
I watched it when I was like 14, dude.
Yeah, dude. You ever watch the Transformers movies?
Yeah,
I was watching when I was in 2014.
You saw some Transperformers.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking at Mega.
So fucking quick pickle, goddamn.
They were not performers.
They could have been. You don't know.
They're
It's a
just
convention, maybe. You know. Conventions bring all walks of life.
It's true.
Right? At a Comic-Con, you can meet a furry, a fuzzy, and a feline. In the same
You
person.
can also
In the same.
you can also probably meet a. I'm not saying this lightly. I'm just saying this is the.
I wouldn't
the
say
way
that
to do
word
it.
that you started to say.
Predator,
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say that.
pedophile.
Yeah. That's. I don't know how to bleep shit out.
I'll tell you this, dude.
It's true. If you're sending your kids
Pickle,
to
you should learn editing if you're gonna have a podcast.
It took Pickle. It took Pickle a very crazy shroom strip to have the courage to chop out 3 minutes of the last one.
I was gonna throw the whole thing.
He was gonna throw the whole
That's
thing
insane.
out. He was getting mad about society and shit. It just didn't make any sense.
Thank you. We do need to air it out. I had been going through a rough spell, but you know, I just got in touch with myself. I watched a lot of Kanye West videos. I got really motivated to
rough
make a
spell.
change.
That sounds like Dom at a spelling bee.
Yo,
Woo!
he's got the
I don't
crown
get it.
now. He's got the quick crown. It goes around his
thank you,
back.
thank you.
We take turns with it.
Yeah.
Rough spell. I thought we were talking about the Human Centipede 2.
Don't get him started. Please.
Sandpig.
You know what the best part of the human centipede is? It's being the first guy, so you don't have to take shit from anyone.
Oh right.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking about
that
that,
was a show.
dude, and then I was
Not a comedy podcast. I'm surprised there was a joke. Wait, this guy's actually being funny. What the fuck's going on?
Wait a minute. Hold the phone.
Does that look all right, Larry?
Looks good. Looks
Okay.
good. You can't really see Ryan there.
What's up?
That's okay.
Oh, your notebook.
blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots. Ruined them black tie.
Dom, we're gonna get
So
get
this is
flagged
the
for
end?
copyright if you
First
keep
one
singing
was
like
old.
that.
No one knows
So
what
Last
perfectly.
one to show.
it's
it was
so
the last
perfect.
one who
That's
thought
gonna
you
sound
could
like we
see
stole it.
there.
Any closing thoughts, fellas?
Garth Brooks sucks.
I
Huh?
agree. Where's the bodies, Garth?
Garth Brooks
Where's the
sucks.
bodies, Garth?
Kanye West would have been great without the Nazi stuff. I hope the astronauts get their money. Human Centipede sucks. And Linkin Park is awesome.
That was a great way to sum it up.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have added anything except for like shout out Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks guys for being a surprise guest.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, can I say my final thought?
Is that
Of
it?
course, there's a mic right next to his neck.
You got a final thought? Ryan, you got a final thought? Okay. So my final thought is one thing that bothers me is people that don't like crunchy peanut butter, but they like jelly with the bits of fruit in it. Like they're like preserves, right? Yeah. So I just find that to be hypocrisy of the highest order. You know what I mean? It's like
I don't like that either.
you don't like the.
No,
But
I'm on
you
your
don't like-
side. I'm on your
Yeah.
side. I agree with Joey.
No,
I
No.
Yeah.
peanut butter
And the
sandwiches.
pod pickle. We're gonna end this by
There's
yelling.
nothing more raw than crunchy peanut butter. You fuck with. I'm done.